Now, after everything that's transpired over the last week, I'm betting some of you are asking yourselves, what's the deal with Stacey anyway? Well, to answer this, we need to take a look at a normal heart and how it works. Here you can see a normal heart pumping away. To help illustrate a bit, we're going to go ahead and add some bubbles to the mixture. So what happens here is the body is sending blood to the heart. It needs oxygen. So it comes into the heart and instantly goes out, you can see on the left and right hand side, out to the lungs to get oxygen. Once those cells are oxygenated, they come back into the heart. You can see it again on the left and right hand side. They come back in and are again instantly pushed right back out to the body. You'll start to see them leave on the top and then again on the bottom, thus giving you oxygen to like your brain and your feet and things like that. Now in Stacey, this works just a little different. You see, she was born with her artery switched, which means she has transposition of the great arteries. And what happens there is that the blood will leave the heart and go out to the body, just as you'd want it to. And then it goes back into the heart. The problem is, it then goes back out to the body, back into the heart, and back out to the body again. Likewise, the blood in the heart that's going to go out to the lungs goes back into the heart, back out to the lungs, back into the heart, never making the switch to give you oxygen to like your brain and your feet and things like that. Now, Stacey had an operation when she was born, actually about 7 months after she was born. It was called the mustard procedure. You can see her little zipper on her chest right there. And that's named after this guy here, Dr. Mustard. And what he did is he developed a way of fixing this. He'd take this sort of messed up heart and he built a baffle system in there. This was done in the 70s. It wasn't done with a lot of people. Stacey is one of the lucky ones to get this. Today, they can do an arterial switch. They switch the arteries. But this system, this mustard procedure, became outdated pretty quickly as they figured out that when they started to monkey with things, you started to get things that happen that you really don't want. And some of those things is called arrhythmia. And arrhythmia is where your heart beats either too fast, too slow, or kind of out of sync, and that's not good. So we're not exactly sure what happened with Stacey's heart when she collapsed, why it stopped, but in any case, we ended up here. And we can't leave here until we get that fixed. So what the doctors want to do is they want to give her something to help protect her as she's walking around called a defibrillator with a pacemaker built in. Now you can see that there's some electrical connections there, and that'll come up in a second. You see, Stacey has a portion of her heart that has developed stenosis. It's not so uncommon, and basically what happens is it sort of hourglasses there. You can see it sort of pinches off, and it's still working just fine. The problem is they go ahead and stick some electrical wires through there, and it kind of cuts it off. So what they want to do is they want to put in a stent. The stent, it will go in compact, and then once they get into place, spring open, thus giving her enough room for the blood and the wire to pass through that area. Once that's done, they can go ahead and give implant in her pacemaker defibrillator. Everybody will be happy, and we get to go home.